Hello, good day everyone. Sir Kevin here, your online marketing professor, and welcome back to our discussion. And today we'll be discussing about products, services, and brands that's building customer value. Let's just recap what we have discussed in the chapter 6. We talk about market-driven, customer-driven marketing strategy wherein we are able to know market segmentation and market targeting. Uh, and then today we'll be digging deeper on the strategy inside the organization that we may be able to build customer value. Of course, after knowing the market segment and the target market, the task now for marketers is what will you serve? What products or services or what brand strategy will you employ, to satisfy the customers? So without much further ado, let's go through our chapter 7 and let's go run down with our chapter objectives. So first, you may able to define product and major classification of products and services. Number 2, describe the decisions companies make regarding their individual products and services, product lines, product mixes, and then identify 4 characteristics and the that affects the marketing of services and additional marketing considerations, and discuss branding strategy, the decisions companies make in building and managing their brands. Okay, so what is a product? So basically an economic question, what to produce, no? We go back to the market strategy, market driven strategy, or in your customers or the market is dictating what do they need. Of course, you'll be producing what they need. So products are anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use, or consumption, and that might satisfy a want or a need. No? So this includes physical objects, services, events, persons, places, organizations, ideas, and some combination thereof. So parang yung bentable, yung pwedeng ibenta. No? So a product may be tangible or intangible. However, hahatiin natin. Let's categorize them later. Okay? So that includes physical objects, services, events, and person. No, in fact, you can sell the services of a person, no? Just like celebrities. Okay. So, what is a service? So, services are any activity, benefit, or satisfaction offered for sale that is essentially intangible and does not result in ownership of anything. So, of course, sinasatisfy mo lang sila without that physical ownership of that product, no? So binibigay mo siya pero hindi nila pwedeng angkinin, just like the banking, hotel, no? So hindi mo pwedeng bilhin yung hotel. Of course, if kung bibilhin mo yung mismong yung building, no? Airline tickets, yun yung service for transportation, retail, tax preparation, and home repairs, and so many things na pwede nating i-offer. Okay? So, uh, that's what we call market offerings, wherein this includes the tangible goods and services as well as the combination of both. No? There's what we call pure good, no? That's yung intangible, the tangible good na nakikita, na hawakan, and then the pure service or in puro service, and also there's a combination of both, no? Kanya nga yung restaurant, they call that food service establishment. Aside from the food, no, there's also services offered there, no? So yun yung ino-offer nila. So creating and managing customer experiences differentiate marketing offers from the competition. Of course, when you are checking the whole experience of the product, no, to your business, no, that doesn't just include the products but also those services inside that makes difference. No, remember we are now at the positioning and differentiation strategy. Kumbaga, we are digging deeper. So how can you be different and what's your position in the market? Okay? So, Levels of products and services where we have core customer value. So what the customer is really buying, that's the core customer value. That's the first agenda. Ano ba talaga ang bibili niya? And then uh, habang lumalalim, we get to talk about the actual product. So uh, ano ba yung mga specifications, no, na uh, reason for buying of this product. So this includes the brand name, the feature, the design, the packaging, and the quality level and the likes. Those are um, na pwedeng i-offer ng product or service. And then we have augmented product wherein additional services and benefits such as delivery and credit instructions, installation, warranty, and service outside those actual product. No, these are what we call the extras that give satisfaction to the customer. So if, as you can see in the examples, we have the delivery and the credit. So right now, it's really important within this pandemic that delivery options are available. In fact, pwedeng free delivery kung available, no? So, yun yung hinahanap ng napakaraming mga customers natin. So, what is outside that product? Okay? So, we have classification of product and services. We have what we call consumer products. Products and services both by final consumers for personal consumption. Those includes other marketable entities, no? And classified by how consumers buy them. Those are convenient shopping, specialty, and soft goods. Look at this. Your consumer products is what you consume. Kumbaga, ikaw ang huling bibili at gagamit niyan. So, that's a consumer product. No? So, na-transfer, remember, the idea of the product, yung tangible good, na-transfer yung ownership ng product. Okay? So, we have types of consumer goods. We have what we call consumer goods. And under consumer goods, we have convenience goods. No, mauna na tayo doon kasi meron tayo iba't ibang types of consumer goods. We have convenience goods wherein convenience goods mostly are purchased frequently and immediately with little comparison shopping. No, mamaya pag-usapan yung shopping goods. But I'll tell you this, these convenience goods, particularly, nakikita natin sa mga sari-sari store because these are the things that frequently na hinahanap ng tao at kailangan talaga ng tao. And one strategy on the maintaining this and selling these consumer goods is we are talking about the low price, no? So hindi siya specialty, no? Kumbaga because ito nga lagi hinahanap natin. No, look at the strategy of 7-Eleven. Everything that you need, no? Everything that you need andun na o pwede mo mahanap ng mabilisan. Gusto ko naghahanap ka ng ganyan, baka meron sila. No, para siyang complex na sari-sari store kung napapansin nyo yung strategy niya, no? And then with these consumer goods, you may opt to use the mass advertising and promotion wherein dahil these are low price and also look at this, anong segment sila is the mass marketing, no, segment, no, or the strategy, no, dahil low price at anyone can be a market kapag mababa yung presyo, if you remember that in chapters 5 and 6, no. Then it's a widespread distribution with many convenient location because yun nga hinahanap to lagi, no. These are what we call convenience goods. So look at the example in the PowerPoint presentation. So those are candy, soda, newspaper, diapers, and the likes. So those are consumer goods. Wherein in every household, no, malaki chance na kailangan nila yan. So let's go back with the hierarchy of motivation by Maslow, no. Mostly these are survival needs. O, no, siguradong kailangan mo yan. So meron tayong shopping goods as well sa consumer goods. So your shopping products are bought less frequently, kumbaga mas konti yung chance na bibili sila. No, so more planning and effort, brand comparison on basis of the price, quality, style. Kumbaga, it's also a higher price, selective distribution in fewer purchase locations. Advertising and personal selling is undertaken by both producers and resellers. Let's take, for example, the shopping products. When you shop products, you're able to think about this na you're comparing first the price and also the quality that you can get, 'di ba? Uh, we have different segment, and the mass segment talks about the price. Yung mga naghahanap ng eto pwede na, no? But shopping products are different consumer goods. Bakit? No, you're considering and also justifying the price out of the quality and also the benefit that you can get from the goods, no? So titignan mo. That's why it's selective distribution and fewer purchase location. No? So hindi mo pwede ma-access 'yan kagad-agad because these are shopping products, no? Kadalasan you compare products, no? Dito tayo papasok sa bakit tabi-tabi sila. No, yung mga nagbebenta ng ganyan tabi-tabi sila. Kasi they provide options, no, just like the cyber zone, the shopping products there. No, look at that, tabi-tabi ang mga mobile phone sellers, no, because they are shopping products. No? There majority of those are shopping products that they consider selective distribution for pure purchase, and the advertising and personal selling is undertaken na that tinitignan nila kung sino yung mga customer nila. Just like furnitures and cars and appliances, these are shopping goods. Madami kang pagpipilian. Depende sa specs, depende sa price, and the likes. No, so kakaiba to sa convenience goods wherein majority ng consideration, particularly in the consumer buying behavior, is price. But in shopping products, mostly ang kino-consider nila, eto, nasa gitna siya ng price and the quality, no? Okay, so that's what we meant by the shopping products. Now we go to what we call as specialty products. So specialty products are strong brand preference and loyalty, special purchasing effort, and little comparison shopping. So mostly are high price, exclusive distribution in only one of the few outlets per market area, and the carefully targeted promotion by both producer and sellers. So actually na-take up na natin to sa ibang mga topics that this is also what we call the consumer strategy, marketing strategy, wherein you get to focus on special market segment. That's why you offer special products. So look at that example, Lamborghini is a sports car or is a luxury car wherein very elite, and also there's a limited market, what we call the market niche. Kokonti ang pwedeng maging market mo, no? Because there's a exclusive distribution and also a little comparison shopping. Kumbaga, the cream of the crop, kumbaga, no? Ito yung pinaka-top ng hierarchy of Maslow, if you remember that discussion, na nandun sila sa self-actualization. Wow, you are riding a Ferrari, you're riding a Porsche, no? You're riding a Lamborghini, no? So and also, you are wearing a Rolex. Now that's the same strategy employed by luxury brands. That's because they are specialty goods. You cannot compare them literally and point to point with the price and also the specifications, because there's established loyalty and special purchasing effort by the people. No? And again, hindi yun yung target market nila na i-compare sila. So you remember, there's a specific marketing niche or market segment na tina-target nila. So not anyone can be interested with Lamborghini. So it's not mass marketing. No one can compare Lamborghini to a Toyota except kung may pera sila at uh, um, for practicality reason lang. But specific market is those are enthusiasts na gusto nila na ma-feel that they do have that luxury, no? That's a specialty product. And lastly, we have what we call the unsought products, that little product awareness or knowledge of the brand, sometimes negative interest, pricing strategies varied, and the distribution strategies also vary, no? Require aggressive advertising and personal selling by both producers and resellers. So look at this. They are unsought. No, they are unsought because uh, there's a negative interest by that. But I'll be telling you this. Uh, the interest for life insurance, cemetery plots, and what do you call that, life plans, no, accidental death insurances, no, ay tumataas ang interest dito sa Pilipinas, no. Most of these are unsought kasi hindi naman kailangan. It may vary because uh, dito sa Pilipinas, talking about our economic landscape, as well as how we are raised by our ancestors, and also by our grandparents and the parents, na translate through time, no. um, they don't value so much of the life insurance because mabuhay ka, okay na yan, no. Mamamatay din and the likes, but there's a growing interest now with the life insurance because many of the progressive country, ito yung ano nila, no, that you have insurance kahit na mahirapan ka, no. At least kapag nagkaroon ng problema, nawala ka, may maiiwan sa mga taong mahal mo sa buhay, no. So these are somehow, kumbaga, odd, ibig sabihin, um, manong sa Kapampangan, ibig sabihin awkward na pag-usapan at bilhin, no. That's just a negative interest because parang pinaghahandaan mo yung kamatayan mo. Yun yung tinitingnan ng iba. And even the cemetery plots, no? But through time, this will develop at makikita natin need niyan. I'll tell you this. Uh, During the pandemic, tumaas ang market for the life insurance because everyone got this interest na, uy, paano kung mawala ako, paano kung mawawa ako, paano kung mamatay ako, paano yung pamilya ko, na. So tumataas yung ano natin sa cemetery plots and the life insurance. We get to realize that there's more than what we earn, no. There's more than what we buy, physical goods, no, na nakikita na ibang tao, but the readiness as well, no, kasi di mo nakikita yan, lumalabas yung pera, di mo nakikita except kung may mangyari nga sa'yo, no? That's why these are unsold products, no. Pero guys, para sa lahat na nakikinig, I really suggest that you get life insurance. Kung hindi man VUL, no, you get at least an accident life insurance, kay basta kung may mangyari sa iyo, at least merong panggastos, no. At kung minamalas-malas naman, may iwan para sa pamilya mo. Pero wag naman sana, hindi ko pinapanalangin, at least your family is ready. Ang ano naman kasi, 'di ba, we are family oriented as a Filipino, yung ano natin, yung culture natin, no? And if we are family oriented, wag naman nating ano na hindi lang sa ganun, pwede nating extend, no, yung pagmamahal natin sa kanila kahit na yun nga, pag pag nawala ka sa mundong ito, meron kang pwedeng iwan sa kanila, no? Okay. So, enough for that dahil medyo lumalalim na yung usapan. So, product and services classification, we have the industrial products, wherein those products for further processing, use in conducting business, and distinction between consumer industrial products is based on the purpose. So, ano ba yung industrial products? Ibig sabihin nito, ang sabi sa economics sa ibang libro, it's called capital goods. Ibig sabihin nito, ang mga produktong ito ay hindi pa tapos yung use nila, yung purpose nila. Ibig sabihin, pwede siyang ilagay, no, at gamitin sa ibang mga products para ma-assemble mo sila. For example, mga parts, no, mga ingredients, no, na depende sa purpose. So it may be used for home and business use as well, no. So the types of industrial goods, ito nga, materials and parts, those are raw materials, manufactured parts, materials as well. Capital items, products that aid in buyers' production or operations, and supplies and services, operating supplies, maintenance, and repair systems, such as lotions, no? It may be used for final consumption, but mostly merong specialized lotions and specialized na mga products na ginagamit sa pagmamassage, no, na hindi mo naman kayang gamitin lang dahil hindi nasa-serve na maayos yung purpose. So those are also supplies and part of the supplies and services. So part yun ng industrial goods. No? Okay, so we have other market offerings. We are offering the organizations either profit or non-profit. No? So there's our schools and churches. So you can sell those. And in fact, pwede rin siyang mag-serve ng services. No? The persons can be marketed. No? So politicians, sports figures, doctors. No? So it's not just applicable in a corporate setting, but you can do a marketing strategy, no, sa isang politician, a sports figure. Of course, meron kang mini-maintain na image and also the objectives, no, para makuha yung target market mo. For politicians, yung mga tao, constituents, di ba? So you can do marketing there, no? Places, yun yung resorts, mga ano natin, mga beach, no? You can do marketing also there. No? So, create, maintain, and change attitude of behavior towards particular places. So, you can do marketing sa mga tourist spots as well. No? In fact, the government is pushing efforts there, no, para lumakas yung tourism natin. In fact, this is one of the major industries. However, tinamaan ng husto ng pandemic. Then also, we have ideas and social marketing. So, you can also sell ideas. No? So that's public health campaigns, environmental campaigns, family planning, and the human rights. No? Binabayaran yung ideas. So we have individual product decision. So there are attributes about the products. No? Anong meron dun sa product. Also the branding, packaging, labeling, product support services. The question is, sir, anong pagkakaiba ng branding, packaging, labeling, and the product support services? That's a common question. No, minsan na pagkakamalian natin na ganyan yan. No? Paano sila nagkakaiba? So let's dig deeper to that. So first, let's talk about the product and service attributes. Product quality dimension. So the performance quality and the conformance quality. So paano ba yung paano mag-perform yung product, no? And paano ba sumunod sa standard yung product? And then product feature consideration, how do you give value to customer, and the cost to company. So you remember we have two sides of the marketing strategy. So the customer, that's a customer driven marketing strategy, and the cost to company. Of course, you try to limit the cost at the very least, because one of the major objectives of the organization is to gain profit. Of course, you need to consider the cost. And last is product style and design, the shapes the buyer usage experience. That's why we differ on different designs of the products, no? Ay, si ganyan yung design, bakit si ganyan? No, so there are different reasons why, and because of the target market and the likes, no? So eto na, anong pagkaiba ng branding, packaging, labeling, and the likes, no? So please bear in mind, what is branding? Branding involves building and managing brands. So what's a brand? It's a name, term, sign, symbol, design, or a combination of this that identifies the product or services of one seller or group of sellers and differentiates them from those competitions, from those competitors. So, what is a brand? Ibig sabihin, everything that you think, no, na nare-recall mo yung product or services na i-offer, that's a brand. Hindi lang po logo, no? Hindi lang po logo ang branding. But yan yung tatak, yan yung selyo. Hindi lang yung logo, kundi kapag nakita mo yan, kapag na-feel mo yan, ay, ganyan yan. No? So, ganyan yung lasa, ganyan yung timpla, ganyan yung pagkaka-package. No? So, if you are known to be a minimalist, that's a brand. That's branding. No? So, sa terms ng logo, minimalist ka. Sa packaging, minimalist ka din. And also, syempre, minimalist na pwedeng classy ang dating. No? Most of the classic designs are very minimalist nga. No? So, ganun. No? Branding involves all of this. Combination of this that identifies your products or services. If you remember chapter 6, that's what we call differentiation. So, paano ka nagkakaiba? That's why many of the companies are employing that branding na kadalasan pare-pareho lang ng kulay yung tema. No, that's part of the branding. Now, look at the Mary Queen College, ang school natin. Now, look at at the top we are using those colors that's blue and yellow for us to be recognized. That's part of the branding. No? Okay. So branding's advantages to the buyers is you are able that for the buyers is it helps to identify the products and cue to product quality and consistency. Parehong pareho, no? So ganyan 'yan. So na-establish yung identity ng product and services that you offer because it's consistent, no? Meron kang identity. I'll tell you this, whenever someone is not consistent, hindi mo siya nakikilala, no? In fact, hindi yun yung key towards the relationship management. No, in fact, whenever you're inconsistent with someone, no, minsan nagkakaroon ng misunderstanding, no? So ganun din sa company and the business. So advantages to sellers also is there's a basis for product quality story. Pwede niyang ikwento kung ikaw si seller, pwede niya ikwento because they have that consistency, no? Ayan, subok yan, matibay yan, kasi na-experience na natin. So, that's part of the branding. No? So, it helps to segment markets because you're able to develop your market based on your differentiation strategy and position strategy. Okay? So, ano kaibahan ng branding sa packaging? Packaging is the whole, no? Packaging is the whole pagkakabalot nung product. So, packaging involves designing and producing container or wrapper for a product. Ideally, good packages should help to market the brand. Of course, andun yung mga labeling, no? Product, protect the contents para hindi masira. That's why there have many of the companies has those good boxes, no? Sa mga phones, magaganda yung pagkakaayos. Kahit maalog yan, na hindi madudurog yung laman, no? As well as fancy packaging, no? It's a trend in South Korea and Japan that they have fancy packaging. Yung hindi lang matibay yung box, no? Hindi lang maganda yung box, but maraming features, so maraming functions yung box. Kumbaga, natutupi siya and the likes, no? Okay, provide convenience and ease of use. So that may include in the packaging, no? Nandun yung mga instructions as well. Ensure product and user child safety. So as part of marketing, there are also reminders that can be present there, and of course address environmental concern as part of the packaging. Kumbaga, nakikita nyo yung part of the packaging, di ba? That do not please dispose properly, especially those products that includes chemicals and batteries at the same time. Basically, batteries has those chemicals inside, no? Lithium polymer and lithium ion, no, that may be detrimental to our environment. So that is what we call socially responsible marketing dun sa packaging. Okay? And also yun nga yung child safety. Yung iba is choking hazards or toxin hazards na sinasabi mo na bawal siya isubo, pakibantayan yung mga bata. Now that will also lead to a good marketing that you are also concerned not just selling these products but also you are concerned with the safety of the consumers. Okay? And how it is different to the labeling? Labeling refers to printed information appearing on with the package, including the product name. So it performs several functions, no? So ganito 'yan. The branding is the total identity of the products and services or the company. Then the packaging is how you contain or how you package the product, and on that package you have that labels, no? You have that labels. Of course, the package has those functions, of course, for convenience and also for para hindi masira at of course for different reasons. And labeling also, those are the reminders as well as the marketing of the product. And also it is a regulation by the government. So please, as a consumer, please check on the labels as also. Sabi nga ng isang kumpanya ng gatas, please always check the label, no? Because this includes instructions, ingredients, and the benefits of the product. So it identifies the product, describes several things about the product. It may help to get attraction from the graphics and some other identification. So again, paano sila nagkakaiba? The brand is the total identity, wherein the package is yung paano siya nakabalot, and yung labeling is ano yung nandun sa balot and dun sa product. Ano yung nakasulat. So that's a form of uh, advertising as well and sales promotion. So, what are product support services now? So, outside of the product and outside of the services, ano yung extra? Ano yung ibang bagay na pwedeng makakapag-motivate sa pagbili dun sa product, no, or service? So, monitoring of support services is a key. Talk with customers to assess the value and quality of current services and to obtain ideas for new services. Fix problems and put together a package of new services and delights the customers and yields profit for the company. And new technologies can often enhance many support services offerings. I'll tell you this. Consumers particularly are not just focused on the product itself, but the other benefits that they can get from the product. Especially those shopping goods. Ay, buti pa si ganyang company nagre-respond. No? That's part of these support services. Look at the telcos. If they are replying well on your concerns, no? So there's a good chance that you'll be satisfied. Of course, di naman maiwasan yung mga problema sa mga telcos. Even in other progressive countries, minsan nagkakaroon ng problema, no? So those are the product support services. And as a good marketing practice, no? It's really important that you are reachable. Remember, one of the goals of marketing is to maintain those customers. No, not just to let customers buy your product only a time, no, for only a limited time, but to maintain relationships with them. That's why product support services are really important, no? Okay? So, we have what we call the product lines, no? So, product lines are a group of products that are closely related because they function in a similar manner, are sold to the same customer groups, and are marketed through the same types of outlets or fall within given price range. Ito rin yung sagot bakit meron tayong iba't ibang klase ng produkto pero halos hawig-hawig, no? Just like mobile phones, bakit meron tayong light version, bakit may Pro, merong Max, merong what you call that, plus model, no? Because yes, they may be at the similar market or customer group, but there are different preferences. So to address each, no, to address each of those preferences, you are offering product lines. Ay, parang gusto ko ganito lang. Parang kailangan ko ng ganito, no? So the product line addresses those issues. Those are what we call the addressing the gaps between the market segments, no, para hindi na lead din sila lumampas o umalis at maghanap ng mas sakto sa kanila. That's the idea of the product line. So the product line length is a major decision. So that's what we call filling and stretching downwards or upward. So yun nga, merong kasing gap between the product offerings, no? Merong iba't ibang segment. But kasi kadalasan meron tayong mga borders na tinatawag, na yung naghahanap ng mga nasa borders. So the product line is the solution there. So dito tayo papasok sa product mix decision. You're able to make strategies for your products to address na yung borders of the segmentation. No, yung parang just like the idea na hindi lang price yung tinitingnan but also the quality. So there are two segments and also preferences there, no? But you can address a product and a product line there in between those two factors. So can we make a product that will address the price and the quality, no? Okay, so pwede pala, no? Product mix the dimensions include the width, the number of the product lines the company carries, and the number of items in the line, gaano kalawak yan, gaano kadami, no? Gaano kalalim as well, the versions offered for each product in the line, and the consistency, how they are closely related to the various lines. Na yun yung perfect example natin, particularly in the mobile phones. So, we have nature and characteristics of service naman. So, tapos na tayo sa product, we go to the characteristics of service. So, ang kaibahan niya dun sa product particularly, no, is what we call the intangibility. Services cannot be seen, tasted, felt, heard, or smelled before purchase. No? It cannot be separated from the providers. Parang yung grooming services. No? A barbershop. So, hindi mo pwedeng bilhin yung barbero o yung parlorista. No? It's in separate. No? Separate inseparability, inseparable, no, sa provider niya. And it's variable. Quality of services depend on who provides them, no? That's why in the services industry, no, ang mga nagtatagal is those who have the quality of services. Consistent yung quality nila, no? And it's services cannot be stored for later sale or use. It's perishability. It depends on the time, no? It depends on the time. Okay? The service profit chain links employee and customer satisfaction to firm's profit. Of course, if people are satisfied with the people that are providing that service, of course, it will lead to the success or the satisfaction to the profit of the companies. That's why barber shops are really are doing a good profit. Prior to pandemic kasi ang daming mga guidelines ngayon. But that, kung meron ka sariling barbero at nagiging loyal sila because they're satisfied with the service. It's tantamount to that person na nagpo-provide yung satisfaction ng tao. No, kanya nga nagkakaroon sila ng mga suki. So, you can link within the chain the internal service quality, satisfied and productive service employees, the great service value, the satisfied and loyal customers, and also healthy service profit and growth na lumalaki. Lalong-lalo na kung yung provider ng service mo ay talagang magaling sa customer relationship management, no? Ako personally, I have been with one barber na simula bata ako, no? At because marami kami na pagkukwentuhan habang ginugupitan ako ng buhok, no? At of course, na-establish na yung pagkakaibigan dun sa barber na may mga alam siya tungkol sa'yo at meron ka ding alam tungkol sa kanya. So, there's what we call customer relationship management at the very least. Yan, may nakukuha ka. So, how do you market services? The same thing with products, no? We have what we call the external marketing, the traditional marketing via the 4 P's. That's a product, place, promotion, and the price, no? So, the internal marketing at the very least, yun nga yung sinasabi ko sa'yo. You're orienting and motivating customer contact to employees and supporting service people to work as a team to provide satisfaction. Yun. This is an intrinsic part of managing a service business wherein they are customer oriented and they establish good relationship with their customers, no? That's why it's really important that you smile, no? Kahit papaano kasi merong naibibigay na satisfaction yun. Kung may mga maliliit na request na kaya naman ng business, bakit hindi? Diba? And the interactive marketing is training service employees in the fine art of interacting with customers to satisfy them. So kasi it's a give and take relationship. So that's a perfect definition, no? It's you are training the employees na magkaroon ng trade-off, no, dun sa customer, particularly the service. Kasi sa product hindi mo mababago 'yun eh. But the value added services na lang ang pinag-uusapan natin. Okay? So major service marketing task is you manage service differentiation. Paano ka nagiging iba the same with the product? So managing service quality, no? How do you maintain consistency and managing service productivity, no? Of course, yung quality and also the objectives ang tinitingnan mo diyan. Okay? And the major brand strategy decision, it talks about this. Brands are assets that must be carefully developed and managed via brand positioning, brand name selection, brand sponsorship, and brand development. Mas pagtutunan natin pansin yung iba dito, no? Brand positioning and brand name selection is nakadepende sa market segment eh. That's external eh, no? And the brand name selection, pwedeng isipin mo na maayos yung brand name mo depende sa segment na tina-target mo, yung kung ano yung pwede maging patok sa kanila. Ito yung brand sponsorship and brand development is internal. Wherein you're trying to consider sino ang i-sponsoran mo. Of course, no, especially if you are a Catholic private school halimbawa. So, titingnan mo kung sino yung sponsor mo kasi it will lead to other marketing ideas that but na-involve naman siya sa ganyan. Your link, sabi nga ng presentation natin kanina, there's a link na naibibigay in terms of the marketing strategies, no? When you do the brand, no? So, of course, hindi ka tatanggap ng brand sponsorship sa iba. No, na, let's say, kung isa kang Catholic school, parang hindi naman yata magandang magpa-sponsor ka sa mga politiko and the likes. No? Parang ganoon, parang non-sectarian na dating, no? So, ano lang, just my idea, no? So, titignan mo because you're developing the brand, no? And yun nga, that is just the brand development. Okay. So, the brand positioning is marketer can position brands clearly in customer minds at any three levels based on the product attributes, based on the product benefits and the beliefs and the values. Doon tayo babalik sa buyer behavior eh. That's why nasa market customer driven marketing strategy to. So marketer should create a brand mission and a vision of what the brand must be do when positioning the brand, no? And the brand name selection desires quality for a brand name. It should suggest the product's benefit and the quality should be easy to pronounce, should be distinctive, should be extendable, and it should translate easily into a foreign language, and it should be capable of registration and legal protection. Of course, merong mga batas na nagbabawal sa certain na mga pangalans. No? So, yun yung criteria natin for the brand name selection. And the brand sponsorship option includes the national brands, also called manufacturers, store brands, ano yung pangalan nung nagde-distribute, licensed brand, name of or character licensing, and co-branding. Creates broader appeal and brand equity. So what's co-branding? There are two or more brands or products that are combined for specific marketing objectives. So, ginagawa ng Huawei mobile phones in their higher end market, just like the P30 Pro and the P40 Pro. Those are the flagship models. They co-engineer and co-branded their mobile phones with the digital photography company na Leica, para i-develop yung camera engineering ng Huawei para mag-produce ng better results. So, kumbaga, they help each other to market, no, yung products and services nila. So, that's the brand development. The question kasi sa brand development, will you extend the lines? No? So, extending an existing brand name to new forms, color, sizes. No? It's extending an existing brand name to a new product categories. No? So, pwedeng outside naman nung product lines. No, that's the brand extension. No, just like what is done by Xiaomi. So, sumikat mula sa mga mobile phones dito sa Pilipinas, and silently they're releasing the brand extension. Nagiging ano na sila ngayon, appliances. Those are electronics. No? So, outside the cell phones, they have humidifier, rice cooker, and the likes. So that's what called brand extension. So that's multi-branding. No? The same with co-branding. Offers way to establish different features and appeal to different uh, customer segments, lock up more resellers, shelf space, and capture a larger market share dahil multi-branding is nakikilala ka sa iba't ibang segments. That's the idea, that you can create new brands developed based on the beliefs that the power of its existing brand is waning and a new brand name is needed, no? So kumbaga, this is strategy para mas magkaroon ng buzz yung product, sorry, the brand, no? So develop based on the belief that the power of the existing brand is waning. That's why you need to develop a new brand. And whenever you manage brands, continuously communicate the brand's positioning to customers, and manage all brand touch points to maximize the brand experience, and leave the brand. The firm must train employees to be customer-centered, implement the internal brand campaign among the employees, and audit brand strengths and weaknesses on a regular basis. That's how you manage a brand. Okay? So that's pretty much it, and I thank you for tuning in. Medyo madami tayo na discuss within this period, and I hope that you learned a lot with this discussion, and they help you in the development of your marketing acumen. With that, I thank you for watching. See you on to the next one. God bless.